Hello, you guys. I usually watch the comments while I'm trying to get things together, but I wasn't just now, so let me look through. Hey, Stephanie, Dave G, X amount of words, single mom, storm girl, open minds. How are you guys? It is such a pretty day. It's like 75 degrees here. I'm actually outside on the dock, on the water. They were banging they're hammering and stuff by where I usually film, so I couldn't go there. You're such a little hippie. Hey, Mystic. Totally true. It's really funny. Hey, Lolo. True Crime and Coffee. Hello, Janelle. Christy F. Beth. So, I've been following today. I know they were in court today. We're going to go look at Twitter. Hey, Just Me. Hello, Amelia. Hey, Damien. There's so much happening. So I started covering this case when it happened. And I was thinking, I believe they went missing on December 21st, but I might be wrong because I didn't double check that. But for me, I remember they went missing before Christmas, and I have a theory on that. So Orrin and Orson West is who we're talking about, if I didn't say, which I know it's in the title and on the screen, but let me just say their birth names were Classic and Cincere. For purposes of this video, I'll call them Orrin and Orson just because that's kind of what we've heard like all along. And yeah. So I covered it, when it started, and it seemed like it had been, almost went cold. We hadn't heard anything. And actually, I think a few of my videos are on my channel, my TikTok videos, but I didn't even have a YouTube channel yet. And I remember watching the interview with the parents, which if we have time or another day, we can watch that. We can just check for whatever you guys want to do. I do want to look at updates. I have a couple videos I want to show you. But I'll never forget watching that interview. And the crazy things he said, like they're rambunctious. I don't know. And then he would like get angry at himself. It was just very odd. Not what we typically see, right? I don't know. Just for me, it felt that way. And there were so many red flags. I made a video. Actually, one of them is red flags. And there were several, and that was in the beginning, and over time more have happened. We've heard we know a YouTuber went next door because they had said that they must have left the backyard where they were playing with chalk, whether that be writing chalk or their dog. So a YouTuber goes to their neighbor, gets the surveillance, and we see that's not true. Then we hear that there was a huge fire at his mom's house, I think in September. Now, today or yesterday, we find out that they think they had been gone for 3 months when they were reported missing. December, November, October, September. I don't know, you guys. Let me check your comments because my brain's going all over the place right now. December 21st. Thank you. 2.5 hours from you. Oh, wow. 3 months before it was reported. Yep. No disrespect. You guys call them whatever you want. And to me, that's their names because these people have no right to decide anything. You don't know anything about this case. So these two little boys, they were about to be adopted by Jacqueline and Trezell. Let me show you their photos. And right before Christmas, supposedly, they were put outside so that Mom could wrap presents while Dad was doing some firewood stuff, and they wandered off. The neighbor, the footage from the neighbor shows, though, that they never walked out of that yard. Not only that, he only searched for a couple minutes. He barely searched, and the mom never came out of the house to search. Not one time. So she very clearly knew exactly what was happening. It kind of confused me when she wasn't charged because I was like, there's no way. She, based on that video, we see she doesn't even walk outside. I mean, she literally could not be bothered. I can't wait until she's in jail forever. I'm angry over this, y'all. I get angry over all these cases. You know that, but it's just like, what the hell? That's why my title, because I'm mad. And I was mad when I made the title. And it's like, do you know how many people would love to be able to have these precious little boys? Do you know how many people would spoil them rotten? And yet you get them and do this, you disgusting freaks. I'm done. Over it, done. Hey, the Incognito Gypsy. I'm actually going to pull up that video that you mentioned and, today. I think that it was such a gut punch finding out about 3 months. I agree. And then, you think about that fire in September. These people make me sick. I haven't followed the case. Where did they put their babies? Wait, if you guys who haven't followed the case, their interview is what will grab you and make you want to follow it because it is the most bizarre. gross crap. Oh, it's just, yeah. Hey, Rana, we just started. It's okay. And we're just kind of taking it easy right now. Hey, profiling. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hey, just me. They were already adopted. Oh, okay. I thought they were it was just about to be finalized. Wanda and that brother said they saw the boys on 12/19. Yep. And Wanda's house is where the fire was, right? And that's also where I'm seeing some people talk about, I know they checked to make sure that nothing was buried in the house, the family's house, but what about there? Because it seems like there's people questioning that. I do too. Ooh, that'll be awesome. Janelle, thank God. We need to be able to see what's going on. All of the family knew what happened, everyone. Look at these precious little boys. That photo on the right, look at them. Oh, I know the biological mother wanted them and loved them. And you know what? I don't know. This is another freaking case of CPS failing these babies. There was a little girl I covered who was not adopted yet, and I could be kind of getting confused with that. And I interviewed her on my channel when I first started, and she was also being adopted. It was not final in that case for sure, but it was almost. And when you're fostering kids, you're not supposed to be posting their pictures. There's different rules, and they were not. CPS wasn't making sure she was following any of those rules. She wasn't following those rules. And I'm just so sick and tired of the system failing these sweet little babies. Summer Wells, Serenity McKinney, Oakley Carlson. I mean, how many of them? How many? And when's it enough? When is it enough? So I want to show you guys making the older children do the unthinkable. I know. I've seen that video. I was going to show you that. So there is a rumor. Hey, Will, there's a rumor. Well, let's go and look and see if anything's come out from the court case. And I'll show you the video that Stephanie's talking about. I'm buffering. I'm buffering for Jen. Anybody else? Hey, Punksy. I'm using a hotspot. Oh, wait. Here. It really sucks here. I was thinking about walking back towards the house. I think the construction people are about to leave again. So that will go away in a second. But before that, let's check out Twitter and see what is coming out right now. Because the parents were in court this morning. They pled not guilty. They've not been given a bond. And that's about all I had seen. I had to get Bentley down for a nap, so I wasn't able to check. Let me show you guys. So the way I kind of do it, and because you can see all the latest tweets that mention them, is search their name, sorry, and go to the latest. So 17 minutes ago, I guess there are court reporters there. They were interviewing the family. So what I'm looking for, I'm hoping that we'll see some of that. Here's a post. Orrin and Orson. Dad said he searched the backyard, jumped in the van, and searched up and down both sides of the street. Talked to a man in the area, could not find them, and no one had seen them. Why was Mama not searching? Yeah, we're going to watch that interview, you guys. I want you to see. So the DA did a press conference yesterday. She actually wouldn't give much information, really actually less than most, in my opinion. She wouldn't answer anything. Even why do you believe that they're deceased if they haven't been found? She did say there's evidence that there's a reason that we think that. I'm not going to tell you why. Sometimes in other cases I've seen them say, we found a lot of blood or just different reasons why, but they won't do it. So the little memorial that they've put up for him. I want to show you guys outside of the courtroom really quick. There's a little, ooh, here we go. Neighbors react to Orrin and, oh no, that's the neighbors. I'm sorry, you guys, this is the family. Here we go. Media speak with the family of Orrin and Orson West after the arraignment of the boys' adoptive parents on murder charges. This morning, adoptive parents of Orrin and Orson West appeared for their arraignment. Both have pled not guilty. The judge set no bail. The trial begins on May 23rd of 2022. Let's hope and pray that that's when the trial begins, for real. Maybe the prosecutor was ready already, and had a lot of the information. It seems like every time they give us a date like that, it changes, right? So then let's check here. And I'm going to do... I was thinking of doing a filter for the latest. Well, let's watch this really quick.
This miss takes germs out of the game.
All right, Christian, thank you. Now, as news of the arrest spread across Kern County today, reaction was swift. 17's Marco Torres went to the neighborhood to speak with neighbors about this.
Oh, thank you, Punksy. I so appreciate that. And I can't see your comments right. Well, I'm trying to watch my phone, but I know it. Well, half the time it does it, half the time it doesn't. It'll give a weird noise when you've got it too close to the thing. So for me to watch the comments is kind of hard, but I'm using the hotspot too. So, I will go back and read all the comments that I've missed after we get through this little video.
This tragedy.
California City is one step closer to getting closure on the alleged murder of Orson and Orrin West. I spent the day talking with neighbors of the adoptive parents now accused of killing the boys. In less than 24 hours, word spread across the county of the indictment accusing Orrin and Orson West's adopted parents of murder. The news reaching neighbors from the home the boys supposedly lived at in California City. District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer said the boys were murdered 3 months before they were reported missing. That would mean they may have died before the West moved to California City. That doesn't surprise some neighbors, though.
I'm hurt.
Is that not just heartbreaking, you evil freak?
I'm hurt.
And I'm wondering, were you still collecting any kind of benefits in their name? And if so, why is there no charges for that?
Children been dead way before they was, pronounced missing. That truly is sad, bro. That's sad. And then people get what they deserve. I hope they rot in hell. They deserve that.
The next door neighbor said Trezell and Jacqueline kept to themselves. Now all the neighbors say the couple acted secretively. One neighbor who regularly walks in the neighborhood for exercise.
I was gonna say something, but then I changed my mind. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's keep it.
Says the West only ever went out at night. The neighbor also says the West parked their large white RV in front of their garage, so it was difficult to see people coming and going from the house.
That was a tragedy for all of us.
Know the kids, but you Okay, I lost you guys right as I was talking. I am sorry. So today it came out, and I don't know if this is true. This is alleged, and I'm going to show you the person who is reporting this. But there are a lot of rumors and a possibility that the parents made the older siblings cooperate in the crime. Now, I don't want to tell you guys that for a fact because you don't, rumors really spread in these kind of cases, especially when a lot of people are interested and involved. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, awesome. Yes. So they're saying that, actually, you want to go watch that video now. Let me find the name of the person because I had it saved right here. One sec. Go on, kitty cat. Go on, go play. I know you love me. I love you too. Cold Cases with Colette. So let's go to her channel. Orrin and Orson West. I'm not familiar with this creator, but Incognito Gypsy mentioned it this morning on Brittany, allegedly with Brittany Stream, who's also, I think, going to cover this case, and Incognito Gypsy as well. So if you guys are interested, you can check it out. So here, now, like I said, don't know if this is true.
Millions of players have discovered the world.
I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it. You're mentioning it in the chat. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what people are talking about. And like I said, you make up your own mind. Just remember, on the internet, it's never good to just instantly believe stuff because people lie so much and they spread so many rumors and stuff.
With Bingo Blitz. Download now and enjoy the ride.
Hey, that intro is like the same music that I used in the one I played today. That's funny.
There has been a shocking and heartbreaking update in the case of Orrin and Orson West. Their sicko adoptive parents, Trezelle and Jacqueline West, made Orrin and Orson's older siblings kill them. I am disgusted, I am appalled, and I am sick to my stomach.
Wait, it's in the indictment. Oh my God. I watched it on Duty Ron last night. It's not a rumor. It was in, I didn't see it in the official charges. I changed back to Wi-Fi. I hope that it's working better now. I don't know what the heck, dude. North Carolina internet sucks. I'm used to it's in the documents. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. I haven't seen the document be released yet. I want to see them. We can go through them together, but here, let's listen.
Learning this news. How could you do that? How could you make your children kill your other children? What on earth?
You disgusting pieces
they are
of
psychopaths and they need locking up forever for
yes,
the rest
they do.
of their lives, or if not, they need the death penalty. They sicken me, and I'm so angry to hear this. I'm just disgusted. Now, I'm not surprised that they are involved, as I believe it was written all over their faces, their body language in that.
Oh, it absolutely was, and I'm going to pull that up. I want to know, though, can we get that indictment? The court, usually when they once they have their hearing, if anything is going to be released, it is. I'm going to use my phone to read the comments, but if you start hearing too much feedback or whatever, let me know and I'll just wait. So let's watch these freaks lie to everybody and not even help. She didn't even go outside. I mean, there you go, Mom. I cannot. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, that would be awesome. They both pled not guilty in court today. Yep, we went over that. Hello, Amber. Another channel showed them. I'm looking for them also. Yeah. You guys got to give me just 1 second. I've got to go move my car really quick. I'm sorry, but it'll just take me a second. Maybe I'll have that indictment. Okay, you guys, and I think we have the indictment. You let me know. What would you rather do first, the indictment or the interview? I don't believe the kids actually killed the boys. They made the older kids abuse them, though. I don't know, Canadian Mama. I really don't. No bodies have been found. Thank you, Stephanie. You are the absolute best. I'm out of breath. I ran, y'all. The indictment. Okay. Yes, I will. Gypsy. Let me pull it up. I've already got my YouTube, Facebook account pulled up. And I just cannot believe. So this guy, whose Facebook page, he's a reporter, and he's actually covered it all the way. I've seen a few things from him on it. His name is Bayan Wang. Okay, full indictment. Yep. Let me share the screen. Okay, and then I'm sorry, you guys. I did not know this was out, or I would have had it already pulled up. And I'm really excited, so I'm kind of like shaky. All these cases that seem, there seems to be movement in all these cases, which is wonderful. It's what we want. But when it happens, doesn't it just make your it makes you mad. It makes you sad. It makes your blood boil. It makes you anxious. I just can't. I can't explain. I know you guys know exactly what I mean, though. I'm just adding it to the title that we're going through that. So if anybody sees this and is interested, they can. Okay. So the first post is, I joined Court TV and a panel of experts tonight for national coverage of the major developments in the case of Orrin and Orson West. Then we have full indictment. Okay. Oh, God, I'm nervous. I don't know if you guys are nervous. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Okay. On or about September 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2020, Trezell West and Jacqueline West did, with malice aforethought, murder Orrin West, a human being, in violation of Penal Code Section 187, second-degree murder, a felony. It is further alleged that the above offense is a serious felony within the meaning of Penal Code Section 192. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell West and Jacqueline West, committed a crime that involved great violence, threats of great bodily harm, or other acts disclosing a high degree of cruelty, viciousness, or callousness with the meaning of California Rules of Court 4.421. It is further that the victim, Orrin West, was particularly vulnerable within the meaning of California Rules of Court 4.421. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell West and Jacqueline West, induced others to participate in the commission of the crime or occupied a position of leadership or dominance of other participants in its commission within the meaning of California Rules of Court 4.421. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell West and Jacqueline West, took advantage of a position of trust or confidence to commit the offense within the meaning of California rules. Okay. I know that he's ex-military, and I don't know. Just knowing that and hearing that, it makes me wonder. Let me see what you guys think and have to say. Go on, kitty kitty. You can't hear me? He used the other children. Their names are Orrin and Orson, their biological name that they should have kept. Yes, they should have. It sucks. You have to understand the indictment. Go to Duty Ron Live from last night. They explain it all. Well, we're going to read through it first. I think the bio mom had been an addict, but she worked on getting her life together. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, Rumple, I'm so glad you can hear now. I was wondering, look, I saw your comments and yeah. Can you imagine the fear they put into those children? Yeah, ex-military. I mean, okay, let's keep going. Count 2. On or about September 1st of 2020 through September 30th, so this is for Orson, and I assume it is the exact same. Let's look and see. It is further alleged that Trezell and Jacqueline committed a crime that involved great violence, threat of great bodily harm, or other acts disclosing a high degree of cruelty, viciousness, or callousness with the meaning of California Rules of Court 4.421. Orson West was particularly vulnerable, so probably because of his age. It is further alleged that Trezell and Jacqueline induced others to participate in the commission of the crime or occupied a position of leadership or dominance of other participants in its commission. Jesus Christ, you sick freaks. Circumstance and aggravation, which I've seen that in Letitia Stauch's case. So because of his age, because of the fact she was a person of trust that should be trusted, there are certain things that can make these charges stick for longer. On or about September 1st through September 30th, Trezell West and Jacqueline West did willfully harm or endanger Orrin West, a human being, in violation of Penal Code 273A, a felony. It is further alleged that the defendant Trezell and Jacqueline West committed a crime that involved great violence, threat of great bodily harm, or other acts disclosing a high degree of cruelty, viciousness, or callousness with the meaning of California Rules of Court. Orrin was particularly vulnerable. And then the same thing with Orson. It is further that the victim, Orson West, was particularly... Wait, let me see. Count 4. Ooh, okay. Here's another circumstance and aggravation. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell and Jacqueline, threatened witnesses. They threatened witnesses, which probably the kids, unlawfully prevented or dissuaded witnesses from testifying, suborned perjury, or in any way illegal interfered with the judicial process. Here's another circumstance and aggravation. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell and Jacqueline West, took advantage of a position of trust or confidence to commit the crime. So that's like Letitia Stauch. Count 4. On or about September 1st through September 30th, Trezell West and Jacqueline West did willfully harm or endanger Orson West, a human being, in violation of, we read that, circumstance and aggravation. It is further alleged. So this is count 3 was for Orrin, and then you have all the circumstances and aggravation. Then you have count 4 for Orson, and then we're going to have, I believe, the same circumstances of aggravation. So that's it. Let me see what else this dude has on his page. I'd like to see the arrest affidavit. So now that they had court, they're going to have to show, the reasons why. And either the court is going to make that private. I don't see it happening with this indictment coming out and them saying that, they can film and all of that. I believe that they're going to be pretty public with all of this, which is good. It just depends state by state, Arraignment. Trezell and Jacqueline West pleaded not guilty to all charges filed against them, including second-degree murder in the death of their adopted toddler children, Orson and Orrin West. The adoptive parents are represented by attorneys who work for the Kern County Bar Association's Indigent Defense Program. That means that they don't have public defender. He will be on Court TV tonight, last night, to talk about it. I did see Court TV had a video out. And then the full indictment. Breaking. An investigation reveals that toddler brothers Orson and Orrin West were deceased 3 months before their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, reported them missing in California City in December of 2020. The boys' bodies have not been found, which does not preclude prosecutors from pursuing murder charges, according to Zimmer, who said KCDA had successfully prosecuted no-body homicides before. Zimmer was unable to disclose how the boys were killed, but said circumstantial and direct evidence leads them to believe that the adoptive parents were taken into custody around 7 p.m. in western Kern County Tuesday. Both are being charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and 1 count of making a false report of emergency. If found guilty of these charges, the adoptive parents can face 30 years to life in prison. The case was presented to a grand jury over the course of 3 months. They returned a true bill, resulting in an indictment charging the adoptive parents with the crimes listed above. The DA sent me a copy of the indictment, which alleges that the brothers were killed between September 1st and September 30th. This is around the time the adoptive parents moved from Bakersville to California City. The indictment alleges that the adoptive parents induced others to participate in the commission of the crime or occupied a position of leadership or dominance of the other participants in its commission. Zimmer is unable to comment on whether others have been detained or arrested in this case. The indictment further alleges that planning was involved in Orson's murder, stating the manner of the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, and professionalism. Wait, I missed that. So in Orson's, let's go back really quickly. Kitty cat, get off my computer. Let me check your comments and make sure y'all can hear me and stuff. So think about this. Bio mom lost her kids because of weed, which she probably would have been a better mom to them, only to have the adoptive parents murder them. Great job, CPS. Absolutely. So Orson is the one that, and I bet you that was on that second page that, see, you shouldn't ever scan through something like that. Okay, one of the circumstances of aggravation says it is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell West and Jacqueline West, that the manner the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, or professionalism within the meaning. So, count 2, the second-degree murder on the 1, 2, 3, 4th circumstance of aggravation. I want to go back to count 1 just to double check. So 1, 2, 3. The 4th one there is, it is further alleged that they were in a position of trust, which is on the next page of Orson's. So, okay, that's weird. Orson's was different. Oh, I got to get y'all's thoughts on this. certified West Coast kitty cat killer. Okay. Hello, Johnny. So, yes, Bobby Lynn, we just went through the indictment. See, I was thinking when going through the indictment, it is absolutely possible that he could have forced her to do it, right? Or participate, forced her to lie. But the fact that she is also charged with that tells us that's not the case. So who else does it leave? I guess we are assuming that it's the older children, is my point. He got off on having the older kids hurt them. But what do you think? Profiling manipulation. So on Facebook, there is a reporter by the name of Brian Wang, and he has it right on his page. No, it does say that. What I'm saying is, it doesn't say that the old. Okay, for no confusion, it does say that they. I'm going to give you the exact verbiage, okay? It says, Jacqueline and Trezell induced others to participate in the commission of the crime and occupied a position of leadership or dominance of other participants in its commission. So it does not say it is their kid, it's the kid. It was one of the kids, but we have to assume it cannot be Jacqueline. She's also charged with that. So it has to be the kids, right? But I will tell you, yesterday, the DA said, clear as day, they said, will anyone else be arrested? And hey, Melissa Jade. And she wouldn't answer that, which was odd to me. They said, was anyone else involved, or can anyone else be arrested? And she said, no. Bayan is spelled Bayan, and then Wang, Wang. It is interesting to me, though, that Orson has an extra circumstance of aggravation, which I'm going to read that one more time so that we have it clear and we don't spread rumors like Lynn said. Thank you, Lynn. So one circumstance and aggravation on referring to Orson, which is not listed on the count referring to Orrin, says, the manner the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, or professionalism. Now, I want to put that back on the screen. I want you guys to tell me, what do you make of that? And let's just have a discussion for a minute. So there is that circumstance of aggravation, if you can see it. So I've got it zoomed in quite a lot. Count 2 would be the murder charge for Orson. And I'm going to show you what I just read, both of the two things I just read. So first, it involved great violence, threat of great bodily harm, or other acts of disclosing a high degree of cruelty, viciousness, and callousness. I cannot say that word very good, y'all. And then one circumstance and aggravation, which are things that they add to a charge to give extra time. Orson was particularly vulnerable. Orrin said the same thing, I would assume, because of their age. Then it says, here's the about someone helping. So Trezell and Jacqueline both induced others to participate in the commission of the crime or occupied a position of leadership or dominance of other participants in its commission. Then this is only for one of the children, Orson, Trezell, and Jacqueline. See, because they could charge one person with a couple extra charges, or you know what I mean? But they are charging them both in both of these things. Well, it's all the second-degree murder charge, but they both have the circumstances and aggravation that the manner the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, or professionalism. But that is not on the other one. So I'm really wondering what the heck could be going on here. I'm going to leave that on and try to get my phone to watch comments. And if you hear interference, let me know and we'll do it a different way. I didn't get a link, profiling manipulation. I just looked it up myself on Facebook because, well, Stephanie sent me a link, but I didn't use it. I just, because she sent it on my phone and I'm on the computer. So I just, yeah. In court, they probably do have to use Orrin and Orson West. You're right. Single mama 4. I was going to say, you guys, you know how we always do like the blue hearts for Gannon and the purple for Summer? Maybe we can do green for them. That's why my little background is the green heart before I came on, because I was trying to think of a way to like kind of honor them in the same way that we do them. So at least for my chat. So I don't know, you guys. Do you see where they probably had the older children? Okay, I hope you saw that. I went way far back. There's a part that says they induced a minor to commit the crime. Page 5, first paragraph. Okay. My email is rip your heart out and die, but let's go ahead and look at it, if I can, at gmail.com. So page 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, I see it. How did we miss that? I read all of these. It is further alleged that the defendant Trezell West and Jacqueline West induced a minor to commit or assist in the commission of the crime. So we still have to assume it's the children, but I mean, I think I'd bet on it. It further alleges that Trezell and Jacqueline threatened witnesses, unlawfully prevented or dissuaded witnesses from testifying, suborned perjury, or in any way illegally interfered with the judicial process. Unbelievable. Go on, kitty cat. Go. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, that is so awesome. I'm very glad Jacqueline got the same charges too. Could have been rumple long hair. I want to know why they're different. Stephanie, yes, AV Watchman is who I used to watch when the case first happened. That is the YouTuber, I believe, that went next door and got that security footage from the neighbor, which proved they didn't walk out of the backyard. I'm sick over this, y'all. This is disgusting. Duty Ron Channel gives the answer to this. Thank you, Bobby Penn. Brian Wang, Denver 7. Yep. Yeah, the green sequence. Green's their color, yes. Awesome profiling manipulation. I think they said that about him having the extra charges because he was younger. But it said that he acted in a manner of professionalism. I hate to take it to such a dark place, but why would they do it? Just for sick fun? Or did they want to profit off of it? They were certainly evil enough to want money. Well, Annie from 10 to Life ended up talking to a friend of Trezell's, and this was like a year ago, so my memory might be fuzzy, but you guys could go back. Well, this person ended up, it was a person that was helping with a move or something like that. He actually told them he only had 4 kids. And she said that he sells beats for money. Otherwise, they don't work. They were living off the money they were getting from fostering, because you guys know when Orrin and Orson went missing, they had Orrin and Orson. They had 2 biological, and then they had 2 foster kids. That's an intense email. I know. Hey, A for Advocate. Girl, we are in the indictment, and it's gotten crazy. They forced a minor to participate. One of the kids, it says they acted with professionalism, like they were extra, I don't know, very careful at how they did it and how they covered it up. They threatened witnesses. I mean, there's just so much to this. Thank you for linking his channel, Lynn. I don't understand why it wasn't first-degree murder either, and I'm wondering if it's because they maybe didn't do it themselves, but then again, it would be. I do know this. I covered a case in the state of New York, Bianca Devins, which, that case is still just so close to my heart. But he was charged with second-degree murder, and it was planned, and it was gruesome, y'all. He cut her throat, videotaped it, and put it online. And anyways, he got second-degree murder, and that was because Bianca wasn't a cop, or there was a few things, and it wasn't committed during like a robbery. She wasn't a police officer or a person of the law. So maybe California has something like that. Johnny, doesn't seem like money or why adopt them. I know, I thought about that, Janelle. But they still were getting money from their foster kids. I don't know what. I don't know. Terrifying they were near children. Terrifying they were fostering children. So if you lose your baby because you are an addict and you're on drugs, guess what? These fucking people are going to be the ones taking your baby. That's bullshit. CPS, you need to do a better job. I'm starting to have a real personal problem. I'm getting pissed. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these babies who could have been saved by child protection services, supposed to protect the children, and they don't. It's disgusting. Y'all know I get mad. I cannot with these people. They will have to live with this for the remainder of their lives. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, thank you, Melissa, for putting those links and stuff. Thank you so much. I don't know. I'm just over it, you guys. I'm over it. I am so fucking over it. It's like this. I can list Serenity McKinney, Oakley Carlson, Summer Wells. I just had one on the tip of my tongue. Give me a second, because I'm going to think of it. Harmony Montgomery. Victoria, the little girl, I interviewed her aunt. Her adopted mom was on The Worst Cooks of America, and she was beating her and stuff too. CPS wasn't watching her Facebook. I mean, it's just disgusting. Do they drug screen foster parents? I would say so, but this is a problem that makes me think there's a real problem here. They will take someone's baby, put them in foster care. This happened with a few cases. Oakley Carlson was one. Maybe Serenity. I believe Serenity McKinney was one. They put these kids in a foster family where they absolutely thrive. They loved, it's a very healthy, happy home, and things are going well. Then they put them back with their drug addict parents, which nothing against addicts, but let me tell you, when you're in active addiction, you are a piece of shit and you're acting like a piece of shit. I'm not you are not literally a piece of shit. You can do better, but you're acting like a piece of shit. Let me say that. And you are, and that's just the way about it. There's a reason why no one trusts a drug addict, because they steal. I mean, come on. But they put the kids back with these drug addict parents, and they don't drug test, and they don't keep an eye on them. And yet, and then this whole time, these parents are doing drugs and partying, and then their baby gets killed. I mean, this is, the little girl out west. It's disgusting. If we didn't make fostering a child a monopoly, people wouldn't do it. I wish I could do it, but I probably couldn't. They make it so hard for people who really would want to do it and care. I mean, I would do it. I wouldn't even want paid for it. I'll pay for it. But because, like, if you have any substance abuse issues or, they make things hard. If you're not a married couple, like, you can't adopt kids. It's so hard to adopt a kid. Yet there's so many kids who need good homes. There was not even 6 beds in the Cal City home. Red flag. Absolutely, Lynn. Hey, April. This is why I talk about these kid cases, though. That's the ones that really, really, like, touch my heart and make me want to speak out, because it's bullshit. Because you see a family, right? You see a kids and let's say, imagine, okay? Just go with me here for a second. You close your eyes or whatever. Just imagine you are at a park with your family and you don't know anything about this. Take this out of your mind. You see Trezelle, Jacqueline, and 6 little kids, and they're all running and playing and, whatever. You never think, I wonder if those parents are actually taking care of their kids. Should they even have kids? You know what I mean? It's, Oh, Canadian mama. I'm glad you guys are too. Rana, yeah. 17-day-old baby. Absolutely ridiculous. Miss Erickson just went off like a firecracker. Oh boy, she's upset. No, you know what? I am upset. I'm actually fucking pissed. I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of these pieces of shit doing this. I'm sick of the system. Why do we even have this fucking system? But let me take it down a notch, y'all. I'm sorry. It's frustrating. Yeah, if you're not married, you can't, it's so hard to adopt or foster a kid. Well, I'm not married, but I guarantee you my kids are, you know what, today I got a really good sale with my t-shirts, and I went and bought Bentley a cell phone and a case because he's been wanting one really bad. It's just a little track phone. It's nothing. It was only like $70. But you know what? It just frustrates me. I would do anything and everything for my babies, anything to make them happy, anything. I can't imagine. This info had to take hours and hours to get from these children. Long, excruciating, painful hours. No wonder this case took so long. The culprits are babies themselves. What hell do we live in? Yeah, and not only that, Gypsy. Can you imagine how scared they were to even say a word? Because their dad, who's, been in the army, and obviously they know what they're capable of, has threatened them so much. Because we see right here in the indictment, they threatened witnesses, unlawfully prevented or dissuaded witnesses from testifying, suborned perjury, or in any illegal way interfered with the judicial process. Hey, Delana. No, yeah, they did, Trisha. And when they reported them, my thing is, I guarantee you, this is just my theory, they reported them because Christmas was coming. They knew they would be busted, and they made sure none of the other kids were there. Isn't that funny? The kids who helped participate weren't there when they reported them. Why? Because were they afraid something would slip? Oh, this is just so frustrating. I never imagined that this was how this was. Oh, I can't even speak. I never imagined this was how this was going to go. Yes, A for advocate. Exactly. Shoot, there's a girl who threw her baby in the Ohio River. I covered this on TikTok. I made several videos on it. Her boyfriend is sick of her kids. So she puts them in the car and she takes them to this little place and drops him off, and is just going to leave him. Well, her 6-year-old, he don't want to be left alone, and he's very scared, and he tries chasing the car, and he grabs on the handle, and she keeps going and runs over him, kills him, leaves him there for about an hour with his other siblings. And then she comes back and realizes, oh shoot, I got to do something with him, and throws him in the Ohio River, and he still hasn't been found. It's bullshit. I know in the state of Texas in family court, the judge gets a kickback from every person they order to pay child support. I'm starting to wonder if something similar is going on with adoption. Oh, Duty Ron cried yesterday. Oh. Bring it down, Southern Belle. Ah. So I guess since it's the fourth post down on the community tab. Okay, profile. Here, let me screenshot that so I remember. These other kids had no choice. I'm sure they were convinced they would be killed. Absolutely. Bio Mom had an upcoming visit because of Christmas. I know, you guys. Hey, Brittany J. That's okay. I just been, going off, cussing and screaming and all that kind of stuff. I love you, Johnny. Yeah, it is gross. All I could think about was that poor little baby trying to get back in the car. Don't leave me. Like, oh, the same age as Bentley. Then what a stupid bitch. At least she's been arrested and is in jail for that shit. I am too, Delana. I'm completely heartbroken over innocent children being failed by the very hands of the people that are supposed to protect them and keep them safe from harm. It pisses me off so bad. Me too. It pisses us all off. I think that's why we kind of gather together to talk about it. But I don't know. We have to stop persecuting people who need help and aren't able to take care of their kids. This stigmatism makes people afraid to speak out. Thank you, Jen. And we talked about this for a moment earlier, maybe yesterday. But absolutely, you have to, if somebody thinks they know kids are not for them and they want to give their baby up for adoption, don't give them hell. Be thankful. Storm Girl, I'm trying. There's a couple out here who somehow sold their baby for $10,000. The same officer took both boys away from mom. Red flag. Thank you, Lynn, for putting those in the chat. That is so awesome. I can't even drop off an animal somewhere and leave it. How could someone do that to a child? Bobby Lynn, me either. I actually caught a stray cat in my little, in a trap, a lab trap. So you catch animals in it and they live and you can let them go. And I went to, I was going to bring him to the pound. They wouldn't take him. So I took him up the road and I was going to drop him off and leave him where I know other strays are. And I took a whole bag of food and put it up there because I didn't want to leave him hungry. He wasn't my cat. He was a stray cat and he was spraying and stuff. I didn't want him at the house, but I just can't imagine. Me too, Incognito Gypsy. And that is such a good point, and I'm glad that you make it. I'll take anyone's baby or kid. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is maybe watch the first interview. After reading all this, I need to look at their faces. So it's kind of getting chilly outside. The sun is behind a cloud. So I'm going to go grab a jacket, and then I'll be right back, and we'll start the interview. I'm back. Okay, so I wanted to say, I was thinking, some people, they get so pissed off and upset over drama. And I think we all have been caught up in that, right? You can't say you haven't. Honestly, not me anymore. I don't give a shit. If you, I don't care. Talk about me all you want. Do whatever. I don't care. I will literally ignore you until the cows come home. But I'm going to get pissed over this stuff. This is what we should be getting pissed about. Not stupid ass petty stuff. This stuff. I don't know. That's what I'm spending my time on. I'm just over it all. I can't imagine what the, ugh. I know, Diane, it made me sick. I don't know. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. I totally know what you mean. Well, we're getting ready to watch the interview right now. I suspected this story would have a sad ending, but I am shocked at the evil we know about so far. And this is just the outline. Wait until we get the details of the arrest affidavit and the discovery. I'm sure we'll be sick for days. And I hope and pray that they fucking pay for this forever. They better never get out. See, these cases we look into and cover affects us and upsets us all. I can't tell people what to do, but this stuff is changing us, Miss Alex. A break would be good for her, just saying. See, for me, Johnny, I'm not stopping. I don't even need a break because it's for a better, like, it's for a good cause. And it does get you really upset, but also it makes you realize what's important, right? And what's petty and what's stupid, and makes you hug your kids a little tighter and, you know, that kind of thing. The whole system surrounding children should be redone and better funded. They don't realize the children are our future. Absolutely, Bobby Pin. Hey, Lucia. Instacart, I've never done that. They don't have that here. How old are the other 4? Oh, I cannot remember, but maybe it'll be in the interview. I'm sure someone in here knows. Some people have been, like AV Watchman. There have been people on this for a long time who have talked about it nonstop, searching for the boys that live there locally and stuff like that. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for covering it, and thank you for actually breaking this news to me on your live this morning, which I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned your channel and Jen's channel. And I said, you know, you're going to be covering this. So, oh, Amber, this is one of the most disturbing cases. ATS News. Bye, Canadian Mama. I saw the biological mom breaking down in a news. The oldest is around 11 or 12. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn's been following it from the beginning, too. Okay, now we are going to pull the interview. So I kind of left that there for a moment. Induced a minor to commit or assist. You sick fuck. Sorry. I got to get this off the screen for a minute because that is just, I can't do it and not be honest with you guys and say a couple cuss words and stuff. It's just. I exited off and kicked myself out. I wonder if you guys can hear the water. So my mom lives right on the Sound. It's like half ocean water, half river water, because the river is a couple miles away and it meets up with the ocean right here. But anyways, the waves are starting to really pick up because the wind's going. Don't be sorry. Even a preacher would cuss at this. Let it go, girl. I'm saying worse here. Had my granddaughter overnight when the news came out. I kept looking at her and wondering how any adult could ever do this to a child. I don't want her to know the evil. I know, me either. Someone catch me up. What's happening with these poor babies? So, Amber, the indictment came out and we did go over it. You could go back and look. We're going to watch the interview. But Trezell and Jacqueline forced their older kids to kill the babies, basically. And one of the boys had an extra added aggravation on, you know how they have murder charges and then there can be certain like causes of aggravation. There was an extra one for Orson that said it was done with professionalism. For the exact words, just you can rewind later or whatever, but or I can send you the indictment. Oh, Johnny, I know. I'm okay. Just get fired up. Hey, I'm an emotional person. I said on Jen's stream yesterday, I went on there for an addiction thing, and if any mods are in here and can grab it, can you put the link in here? You didn't know about the kids? Oh, yeah. You have to rewind and look at the affidavit when we get done. That was what was on the screen when you came in. It said that he had forced a minor to participate in the commission of the crime. They threatened them they basically threatened people not to talk, threatened witnesses, which I'm guessing are the kids as well. There's some bad stuff in there. But anyways, I was telling Jen yesterday, I am the kind of person that all day long, every emotion I feel so strong. I cry every day pretty much. I get pissed off every single day, but I love so hard. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a good and bad. I have never seen this happen before, actually, Rumple. Not to my knowledge, no. And Amanda and Amber, you can go to Brian Wang on Facebook. He's a reporter actually from Colorado, and he has the indictment on his Facebook. I know, Scarlett. Okay. I'm going to pull up the interview now. Bentley's napping. I thought it was going to be pretty all evening. I was going to play outside with my oldest, but I don't know. Did you guys see last night Candace went on her YouTube channel and said, while I pull this up, she said, Summer will always be with me. I've got to get straight for my boys. She used in the past tense, and she said, Summer will always be here with me. And a lot of people have kind of almost blown that up to meaning, she's basically saying that she's gone, which I see where they're coming from. But also, I don't think it necessarily means that. I think after 8 months, you might assume that she's gone, right? I don't know. So I try to look at both sides. Here's the interview. And you guys are going to see at the end of the interview, the biological family starts screaming at the parents. Why aren't you looking? And stuff like that. I mean, why'd you leave him outside at 4 years old? It's crazy. So be prepared. Let me share my screen. Thank you, Lynn. You are the absolute best. I so appreciate you. Pink Dahlia and Woofy are probably going to be pretty mad at me. And thank you, Stephanie, for sharing that. And if you can, Lynn, will you share Stephanie's channel too? She has an amazing channel. She's been on here for an interview too. In the past, she has a channel about mental health. Her daughter has mental health issues, and they talk very openly about that. But they also do true crime. Here we go. I think we're going to be pissed off even more after
Go to
reading that
Grainger.com to
affidavit
find what
and
you
then
need to get the
looking
job
at
done.
these freaks.
Grainger, supplies and solutions for every industry.
Biore charcoal cleansers suck out 2 times more dirt, oil, and impurities. Biore, for your pores.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless. And seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
Wait a minute. Jeez, she's so quiet.
So, tell us what happened the night that she was missing.
Hold on. I got to go in this little
From our yard.
sunroom to block the wind.
It was cold. I was going to make a fire. A lot of witnesses.
It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. He talks like he's so rehearsed. Oh. Okay.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen.
She looks scared to me.
We felt so helpless. And seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot. So tell us what happened the night.
Oh, okay.
In our yard.
Okay. What was the story? Let me think of the story.
It was cold. I was gonna make a fire.
Bobby Pin, I mentioned that in like my first 2 TikToks on the case, how people kept saying that he looked similar to Watts in his interview. Oh man, Sam. Is the video echoing or just me? Because I'm probably the room I'm in. The video too? Shoot. All right.
It's a lot of witnesses area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go inside to do it. I'm sorry, you guys. It's taken me a second to get situated. It is the room I was in. It's like a workout room. It's a screened-in sun porch because I was wanting to smoke a cigarette. So I didn't want to go inside just yet. But anyways, it does have an echo, kind of like a bathroom. Yeah, Becky.
I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest 2 go outside and play with chalk on the back patio.
Yet there was no chalk on the back patio. Then people thought maybe it's their dog named Chalk. And look at Mom looking around. She knows. I bet you she is scared to death, thinking they're going to get busted. I don't think she's scared of him. I think she's scared of getting caught.
Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard and keep them close. They was playing with chalk, and I came to the house, I saw them there. In one house, I came back out, I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house.
I wonder what they were thinking when they got that neighbor's footage and found out they didn't search shit and no kids walked out of that yard. Johnny, thank you for always looking out for me. I appreciate it. I guess we'll go inside. Y'all know I can't yell and cuss and scream in there. Bentley's sleeping, so. Okay. Okay, that should be like way, way better for all of us.
House me and my wife. Once that hadn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold. And I hit a bunch of corners. I went down the street. I turned my light on. I searched.
You searched and searched and searched for like 15 minutes, bro. You did like one loop around the freaking neighborhood. And all I know for sure, well, you'll get to that part, you guys. I'm sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me. So then I came home and I told my wife, we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there. And we wanted to keep searching. But everybody
look at her looking around. Oh, I can't stand you, lady. I would love to just, y'all. See, I envision my knee going like through her nose area. I don't think that's good. You're right. It might not be healthy to get so mad.
in droves. And I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody. Anybody has seen them.
It's echoing when they talk. Yep. I envision that too, Alex.
Please call. Let somebody know.
Call the cops. Call California City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious.
What? That's one of the parts I was talking about. What do you mean, rambunctious? They're going to be rambunctious? Okay.
Are going to be rambunctious.
I think maybe them being rambunctious probably pissed him off because they were little kids. They get hyper. They run around. They act crazy. That's what little kids do. Johnny. Hold on. 247. I don't know why it's doing that. 1 second, you guys. Just a sec. Okay, let's try it again.
They are going to be
here. He got mad at himself for saying rambunctious. Look at her face. She's pure, like, fear, worried. Uh-oh, he's messing up the script now. That, after he says rambunctious, he realizes that he messed up and said it wrong.
Are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy.
Oh, I'm so glad it's better. Maybe I do have to meet, but if it's better, I'll keep it like this. He's victim blaming. They were rambunctious. What did Incognito Gypsy? He's already explaining why it happened. They alluded to that being why they were killed. Oh my God.
Just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it.
Oh, wait, I forgot to screen share. Thank you. But y'all could hear it probably, but let me do it. That sucks. It wasn't echoing without screen share. Hey, this is live. Hold on.
For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, You just spoke to
Let
the
me go
biological
back to that part
mother
so you can
that
see his
had no
eyes when he
conversation
says
with
that.
you
And I
guys,
got to fix Bentley's tablet. The
and that
lullabies
there's
came off.
some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
Rambunctious. Okay. They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if they make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh, no, you're
okay.
I was just going to say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved, you just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
That's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
That's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find a baby. Sit. And I talked to her.
That's understandable. I would think the same thing. No wonder he wanted people to think they were in Cal City. Absolutely. He hides his hands, a telling sign. He knows what his hand's done. Yeah, they are going to be here. So when Donwell said on the East Coast, does that mean summer's on the West Coast? I know. If they didn't have masks on,
this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back.
Oh my God. Ugh.
So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing. We should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense.
Oh my God, I just get so mad listening to him. Hey, shakes her fist. Aw. I'm so sorry. I hope they were good tears. Look at the way they were acting, moving all around. Yeah, she's looking all around.
That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
They're not your boys. And also, why would you assume there was foul play first thing if a child wanders off? That is just ridiculous.
You guys, you talked to the police all last. Yes. What? So you guys willfully gave them everything.
Yes.
Car.
Yes.
How did they get a search warrant?
I don't see why they got one. They got one. We would have let them take anything. We would have take everything. We let them come in and search.
Yeah, because we've been cleaning up for 3 months. We think we got this like pretty down packed that you ain't gonna find nothing, you losers. Ugh. Okay, Brittany, that's okay. I understand. A lot of times I'm watching and not chatting because I'm doing stuff. I wish they didn't have masks on too, so much. New here, evil parents. Absolutely, Robbie. Oh, if you're new here, I'm sorry that this is your first stream. Don't rewind. Just start from here. You know, I just got a little bit angry, a little bit of cussing and name calling. Oh my God. Echoing again? You guys let me know before I start. Hey, Mark. I'm going to play it. If it's echoing, I'm going to stop when you guys let me know.
We asked them to come do that.
What did they pick?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house.
I wonder what they found on those phones. And you know, they're very good with GPS and stuff these days. They really, really are. Think about Lori Vallow, you know. We know that they can literally tell exactly pretty much where you are at any given time.
Should I answer that?
Answer it does, yeah.
Okay. So into the
I know about the case. I live in California. Oh, I bet you today you're upset too. My whole world is shattered. Chaos is coming hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, shakes her fist. You know you can message me. Lord have mercy. Why does it do that? That is just so frustrating. Let's try this.
New spicy.
You guys can tell me on the commercial if it's echoing.
That was pizza from Pizza Hut. Hurt so good. With the spicy marinara sauce and sliced red chili. It's like a roundhouse kick to the taste bud. Don't be bashful with the fiery plate. The new Spicy Lovers Pizza. Get it before it's gone. No one on Pizza Hut.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the help.
Thank you, Rumple. Oh my God. Okay, we will try this one more time. If not, I'll probably end the live for today and we will come back and talk about it soon. I hope that we can finish it. But yeah, okay, Lynn, that's good to know. I hope some say bad echo.
We felt so helpless. And seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot. So,
Is it me or the video? Okay, I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to have to respond in the comments some, okay? Shoot, how...
I was gonna make a fire. It's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want.
Fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
So you guys willfully gave them your
Everything.
technology?
Yes.
The car?
Yes.
Did they get it? How did they get a search warrant? Did you guys?
I don't see why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
we would have let them take
one,
anything. We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house today.
Oh, well, I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it does, yes.
Okay. So, into the, okay, and I guess.
Okay, this is a part I had to use my voice instead of typing in the chat. Pay attention because this is when the family starts yelling from the sidewalk. And Lynn, the news channel is KGET News. So, and you can see that they are so, watch their faces as the family yells. And you're going to hear, I believe it's an aunt. It's been a while since I've heard this. You're going to hear her. Okay, I have to mute again.
I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already. Just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask, can we go help? They had to sit down.
Said no.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
we
it's
need
not,
you guys here in case you have more questions.
I don't want you guys thinking we didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called
We
police.
Looked, yes.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I believe, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
That's so weird because you guys usually see me go over here to get it. And now it's like all of a sudden down here. But anyways, that's when everything played out. Yeah, they didn't look for the babies because they knew where they were. He pretended to look for a couple minutes. That's when everything played out. Yeah, I'm curious of what in the world his language. And if you hear him, like, doesn't he sound like he's remembering like a script? Like the way he talks, it's like he does like one sentence at a time, like he's got it. I don't know. It just seems like he's remembering a script. Lord knows, I hope they play this video in court and the prosecution tears them apart. Every word you said on this video, you bastard was lying. I know, Vanessa. Yeah, looked for 6 minutes, then stood by the tree. You're right. Thank God AV went and got that camera. I agree. Chris say played out. I don't know. It kind of sounds familiar. I don't remember though. Okay, I'll be back.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched a little bit around here.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to unmute it again, but did you see that? For one, he's getting pissed. They ask again, when did you call the police? And yeah, everyone knew they were shady. He says, when did you call the police? And you can see him. I think he's about to say, I told you, or I said. I'm going to rewind it. And then you see her. She's like, after we looked around, you didn't leave the house, you lying bitch. I'm sorry, you guys, but these people deserve it. I get frustrated. Like, don't, you know, hurting babies? That's the worst. I'm going to rewind it again and you guys watch.
Kids went missing, and at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I believe, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched
Yeah.
a little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely we got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished with our search.
Okay.
It was within minutes.
Okay. What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, you know, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything.
No, Jacqueline, we didn't know anything, did we? Nobody knew anything. Nobody knew about the sick shit you guys had going on. And yes, everybody's jumping to their own assumptions because of, look at you guys. Look at you. I mean, get real. Those boys must have talked, Mystic Firefly. Did you hear me? When you haven't been in here. So it came out in the indictment that they forced a minor to participate in the crime. And I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that it was their older kids. Should have rehearsed a bit more, yeah. Letting people search and put up signs. They're going through it. I know. Oh. No, you know who was going through it? Those little boys who you pretended to give a safe space to, and you brought them into your home to torture them and take them from the people who actually love them and then do this shit. That is who has been going through it. But yeah, my assumption is that it was that by the minor who they forced to participate would be the older kids. However, until we see more, we just don't know for sure. Oh yeah, and what I unmuted for, to me, it seems like she feels so nervous because she knows that he gets angry, right? And she knows like how he gets. And having been in the service before and everything, it just makes me wonder. Yep, put them both in Gen Pop and see what happens. So you can't say everybody has their assumptions. Look at this video now. I think it's the older boys who were removed. They had 2 older boys. 11 or 12. Can you imagine? That poor baby. My oldest is 13 and he's still such a baby. I mean, just the other night you guys saw when he came through, I like blew a kiss. He blew me a kiss first. He is the most loving, sweet, gentle, like innocent little boy. And I just can't imagine. That's part of why Gannon's case touched me so much, because he just reminded me so much of my oldest.
We're not sure like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew, and if anybody has seen them or anything, please call the police department.
Would you be willing to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, you know, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids in present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each
They're
other.
kids.
They're kids. Of course, they would love to go out, but we would. So during the pandemic, we weren't trying to go, out here, and so
It's so bad. It's sick. The pandemic created the perfect storm for these shitty parents to hurt and abuse their kids and really be able to say things like that, or teachers not find out, or, it's just, it's frustrating.
we stay inside. Yes, we did. We searched before we called the cops. That's what we've been saying.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then we called. I searched the property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, "Did you see some?" And then we called. I searched the property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, "Did you?"
He says, I even drove around the neighborhood. I even talked to a gentleman. Oh, you did a loop and talked to one person? Are you kidding me? And he's saying it like, I even did, like, he did something like out of the norm or out of what most people would do. No, bro, I would have drove around. I don't know. I would have talked to every person I seen all day, every day until they were found. I would have looked until they were found. I wouldn't have looked for 10 minutes and then just went and stood out in my front yard waiting for police. Which is what we know they did, because when AV Watchman got the footage from the neighbor, they also saw the footage, when the police came and stuff. So they saw straight through.
See some little black kids. And that way looking for them? That's the way I was going to come, but when I came back home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark. They couldn't have got away that fast.
And why did it take two people to go in the house and leave two kids out here by themselves? It should have been one parent going in and one parent right here watching the child, not two parents going in the house and leaving two little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And the back gate was open.
Out the backyard.
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood from this lot here.
So you guys been unresponsible, left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right.
So that's the biological aunt, I believe. She says here in a minute. And then the mother's name is Ryan Dean. Do you see his eyes like flutter? He's like getting pissed. He can't contain himself. He can hardly not show it to everyone blatantly. I mean, seriously, watch him. It's like, I just feel so bad for those kids. And I know, I don't know. I'm talking about all of the kids too. I feel bad for all of them.
Backyard.
Shit, forgot to mute.
Back gate was open.
Out the backyard.
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood from this lot here.
So you guys been unresponsible, left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right. Sorry, you guys were talking about your boys who you're, I understand. For a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after this, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. Do you feel the same way? And what is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around. These patches. They definitely, I think, definitely would have been picked up or something.
That was my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard before?
No.
They've never taken off.
No.
Oh, you guys. Trezell is so nervous. He's like panicking all over. Look how he stands. Look how I know. You can totally see it. And he's angry. He's an angry person. You can really see that as well. Let me pull up their pictures again. I'm going to get some more pictures. I think I'm pretty much beat for today, at least for now on this subject. I need to go take a shower while Bentley's still asleep. But I do want to say thank you guys for being here with me today. I want to go through the arrest affidavit as soon as it comes out. The very second that I have it, I will be planning on going live. I may go live when I get it. I may plan. It depends what time and when. But if it's going to drop, it should be very, very soon, because they have to prove to the judge that they have enough evidence to actually make an arrest. And that is where they create the arrest affidavit, which has, very little, some of the evidence, just enough to make an arrest, which is what they'll also kind of go through again in the pretrial hearing. They'll show some of the evidence. When that comes out, oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah. Hey, Muffin Top. Yeah, mother's intuition. Are you kidding me? Like, oh my God, I can't imagine what those reporters were thinking when they were doing that. I'm channeling your anger. Is that why I felt so all of a sudden? I'm just, I don't know. I'm beat. It does take it out of you. Johnny's right. That's why, like the other night when we were slash jagging or whatever, I try to let myself laugh in the moments that actually do bring some kind of comedic relief in these situations, right? You have to. Mystic Firefly, then all of the news reports in front of me today are incorrect. They had already fostered and adopted 2 children before Classic and Cincere. I didn't see it. Let's see. Yeah, they did have, I don't know if they were the oldest, but I know they had 2 other foster kids. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for caring. Don't forget to maybe put green hearts in the chat for them as we go. And yeah, let me see. Didn't they say there's not going to be a pretrial? Ooh, maybe so, where it's grand jury. But no, they still did it with Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. Huh, I don't know. Well, think about the timeline. I was told those oldest boys were removed about 3 months before they were mentioned as missing, and now we hear they were killed 3 months earlier. Okay, Bobby Pin, I sure will. I've got to go through all of my emails still today. I usually have to set aside a little bit of time to kind of respond to comments and go through emails, which I haven't done yet. I didn't do yesterday, the comments, but I will get to all of it. I promise you guys. That's how I was, Jen. I used to watch him in the beginning too, Mystic. It's just been so long. It's hard to remember all the details. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an awesome night. Shar, that's okay. Lynn, I think, was the only mod in here today, and she did wonderful. Lynn, thank you so much for your help. I really, really, really appreciate it. Mystic Firefly. Okay, I'll see what I can find on the subject. When I want to dig, I usually do Twitter and Facebook groups or Reddit. You can find some really good information there. I just learned about the court reporting. Uh-oh. Is it up right now? Where did you learn about it? We may not leave yet, you guys, because I want to see if there's something that's came out. I'm going to look at it anyways. Uh-oh. Okay. We got pictures of them and everything. Okay, hold up. Y'all, I got in the courtroom. So we're not leaving yet, people. Don't go nowhere. Okay, Lynn, that's okay. You can go. I got it by myself anyways. I usually don't even have like, too much trouble. Okay. Thank you, Mystic. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let me take this off the thing. Thank you, Lynn. You are the absolute best, and I really appreciate it. No, I don't want to. Okay. Here is Trezell and Jackie in court, you scuzzy scuzz buckets. Ah. Oh my God, you guys. Let's see if they've posted anything else about it. Oops, no. Okay. I want to save that. Hold on, you guys. I'm just looking. I might have to go to her YouTube channel and look at the community page. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Oh, very rare footage of Orrin and Orson. Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry. It's just taking me a second to get it. Try to take some deep breaths all. Okay. Trigger warning. Thank you, Muffin Top. You guys can see and everything, right? No? No, but I haven't shared the screen yet. Let me go back. Let's see. See, I'm glad I asked that. So did you see the pictures of them? You maybe didn't then, right? I'm going to walk back outside because they just got home from taking the dog to the vet. Okay. Breaking news. Orrin and Orson West. Pure evil. They had older children commit violence against Orrin and Orson. The older children were questioned when they were removed from the home and gave up all the information. Oh, so we had kind of talked about that. You came in late though. But yes, breaking news. Orrin and Orson, Trezell and Jacqueline had the older children perpetrate the violence on Orrin and Orson. The violence was ordered and orchestrated by Trezell and Jacqueline's. So, yeah, we had talked about that. And we did go through the indictment. So, if you missed it, definitely go back and look at it. There's some interesting stuff on there. Oh, that scared me for a minute. I was thinking that we were getting the details from the arrest, from the court. I don't know. I will find those for you guys, though. And I promise as soon as I have anything, I'll bring it to you. Their picture. So yeah, if you go back, if you missed it, you guys, go back. Yes, Meep. Rewind to the beginning of the stream, and we read through the indictment, which said that they had forced minors to participate in the crime. It happened 3 months before they were reported missing. They threatened, witnesses not to talk. They, which would probably be the minors. And then the last thing was Orson actually had one extra cause of aggravation, which was, it said it was done in a professional manner. That's okay, Muffin Top. No. I appreciate it. Don't be sorry. You let me know anytime you see something like that. I'm okay with that. Robbie, yes, they said actually the trial date is May 20. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm just going to pull it back up just for a second because it'll take like a whole 2 seconds anyway. And it does have the trial date on this dude's Facebook. So his name is Byron. Wait. Baron. I got to find it. Byron Wang, Denver 7. He's a reporter from Denver. And here, I'll share the screen one more time just so you guys can really see. This had me very angry earlier. If you want to see me yell and cuss a little bit, just go back to the beginning. So they pled not guilty to all charges filed against them, including second-degree murder. The trial is scheduled to begin on May 23rd. So wait a minute. Does this mean that we have no more court dates in between? Because the way they did it, I'm not familiar with the way this court process is working in other states. I've not seen it work like this. And I've seen a grand jury, but that was Chad and Lori, and you guys know that still hasn't been to court. And he was arrested. It's been a couple years since the kids were found in June. It'll be a couple years. So here's the indictment. I can't see your comments. I just want to show you a couple things that are of interest on the indictment. Okay, so hold on just a second. Sorry. Okay. So count 1 would be the murder of Orrin. High degree of cruelty, viciousness, and callousness. Orrin was particularly vulnerable, so that's one circumstance in aggravation. Another circumstance is Trezell and Jacqueline induced others to participate in the commission of the crime or occupied a position of leadership or dominance of other participants in its commission. Trezell and Jacqueline took advantage of the position of trust. Then we have here. It says the crime involved great violence, threat of bodily harm, or other acts of disclosing a high degree of, like I read, the cruelty. Then we have this circumstance of aggravation in the manner of Orson. It is further alleged that the defendant, Trezell West and Jacqueline West, that the manner the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, or professionalism. So that's all we know right now. I don't know why in California it's not first-degree murder. If there was planning and that kind of thing, I guess we have to find out. So it will go straight to trial because they did grand jury first, but trial may be postponed because of attorneys coming on. Thank you, Bobby Penn. Wow, straight to trial. Are you guys kidding me? Yes, Tinky Tink, you are correct. Well, we assume it is the other children. To be honest, it just says a minor. Oh, I didn't show you that paragraph. But yeah, there's one other paragraph that says it was a minor that they had. Because at first I was thinking, well, it could be Jacqueline, but she's charged with that as well. So it would have to be the kids, right? And that's just an assumption. We can't say, I can't tell you guys for sure. Woofy I know she's not feeling good. She's having a lot of pain in her neck. I don't like to say like, oh, for sure it was the older kids because people will run with that. So I just got to tell you guys, that is just my guess, my theory, my assumption based on the fact that we know it was a minor, that was forced to participate. I bet the kids will have to testify. maybe not. Maybe they can just use their testimony. Vanessa, yep. Meep, exactly. No bond. They both pled not guilty. Yep, Sharcy. I know. We went through it in here earlier. I think we started a couple hours ago. And I mean, we've been sad, mad, everything else. Everybody. First degree comes in states that have the death penalty, but they can do death penalty under special circumstances. So Bobby Pin, I was telling the chat earlier, I covered Bianca Devins earlier in the year, last year. And she was from New York. She was killed in a brutal way that was planned, but it was also second degree murder. And that's because in the state of New York, you have to either be participating in another felony for it to be first degree, or you have to try to kill an officer of some sort or official of some sort. They train those boys to be violent, like dog fights. Sick freaks do that. Oh my God. It really is like dog fights. Wow, what a good, that's a really, it's disgusting, but it's a really good analogy, because think about it. They fight them till death pretty much. And that's just, oh my God, awful. I didn't think there was death penalty in California, but anyways, so I'm going to hop off here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you missed the beginning, we did go through quite a lot, so you might want to watch it. But yeah, I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Absolutely. And we were adding green hearts to the chat, just like in honor or in memory of the kids, because we usually do, on a lot of channels, purple for Summer, blue for Gannon. And I thought that, green would be good for them. So, oh, thank you, Tinky Tink. We love you too. People do suck. Being so young, they might not put them on the stand, but just use their statement in court. I hope so, Johnny. I love you, Johnny. I appreciate you looking out for me. Amber, I love you. I love all of you guys. Yep, Muffin Top, you're right. It's awful. There is a list why it can happen even though they don't have the death penalty. Awesome. Joe, are awesome about Joe Murray explaining that on Duty Ron. I'll have to check it out. They will not be held liable. They shouldn't be. It's okay, Shar. Hey, life happens, girl. I miss all kinds of lives. It is what it is. Can't be there for everything all the time. And it's petty, like I was saying earlier. And I'm going to leave y'all on this note. We see so many people fighting and bickering over the most petty, ridiculous shit on YouTube. Now, sometimes we see them fighting and bickering over very serious stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not lost on the fact, trust me, that very serious stuff happens. But we should be getting mad over this stuff, over the system failing kids, over us paying taxes into a system with a program called CPS, Child Protective Services, that is not protecting our children. That's what we need to be mad about. That's what I'm going to be mad about. I am so sick of the bullshit. Really, I am. I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about some of the reasons I've seen drama on YouTube, and I was just thinking through and like, oh my God, like if these people took a step back, could they even still sit on there and fuss about this in good faith? And I couldn't. It's stupid as hell. People are fighting over the most dumb shit. Like I said, I'm not lost on the fact that very real stuff also happens and people fight over serious stuff too. But I'd say at least half of it is BS or more. But anyways, oh, you rock, Vicky. I love you guys, and I will see you soon, and I hope you have an awesome day. Go outside. Take a breath of fresh air and enjoy your loved ones, and try not to, spend your life feeding into that kind of shit. It's just so not worth it. I have an aunt who did this with foster children. Fucking hate her. So yes, I can spot it. Oh my God. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Have an awesome day.